Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Indiana Fever as they go up against the Minnesota Lynx. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Well, the better seed winning game one, holding serve at home.
These home fans know they have to be that extra factor tonight to extend this series.
Here we go. And it's the Lynx to start out. Now Collier. Pass to Heidemann. Faked in off the glass.
They're on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early.
That is so key in a basketball game.
Now here's Howard. 16 feet out. Shepard pulls it in.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Pass to Williams. This one for three. Howard with the rebound. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Using her touch and tenacity around the rim, Howard's able to beat a number of defenders inside.
Now Williams for three. Caitlin Clark pulls it in.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
And that one's good. Lewis. Here's Heidemann. Pass to Collier. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Perfect swing there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And that one's good. Lewis. And first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Takes it out to Collier. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
And Collier knows she has the green light to take these shots. Love how fast she makes decisions.
Pass to Howard. Clark outside. The three hits the three-point bomb.
They're off and running. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Collier. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Pass to Clark to the inside. Nice shot by Boston. And here's Heidemann. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. To the middle. Here's Collier. Another one falls for Minnesota. Now here's Clark. Lewis. She's guarded by Williams. Lexi Hull on the wing. Takes the three. And another three for Indiana.
Well, from range, Lexi Hull, very effective. Certainly a player you cannot give open looks to.
Nafisa Collier draws the double team. Wide open look. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Well, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Pass to Lewis. Hull. Lewis. She's guarded by Williams. Caitlin Clark with the three. They get it again. Here's Lewis. Clark. 5 to shoot. To Howard. To the left side wing. Clark. That's good, and it's Natasha Howard with the assist.
There's no excuse for leaving a shooter like her open beyond the arc. None.
Collier, Cole defending. fires from 14. Score the basket. Her fourth, and she's only missed one of her 5 shots tonight. The Fever leading. Pass to Lewis. Boston. Here's Lewis. She's guarded by Williams. And it's Lewis missing.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Collier, that's good.
She is a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they would be if she was not having this kind of quarter.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
Now they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Here's Heidemann. Off the mark there with the 3. And here's Indiana, leading by 5. And they pick up 2.
It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
Williams with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Out to the wing. Puts up a 3. The Fever pull it in. Boston inside. Shepard's there. Boston good.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now Williams. Collier outside. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
Great quarter for her at the offensive end. Trying to will them back.
Down low. Here's Lewis. It's in. That's her 3rd field goal of the game. She's 3 for 5.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Shepard. Guarded by Howard. Shepard with it. Howard's there. Her aim is not true. That makes her 1 for 2. A special move before the shot.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out. You know, there are certain players who shoot much better off a pass. Williams is one of them. Allows her to set her feet.
Here's Lewis. She's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. Lewis.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Carrington. Guarded closely. Collier inside. She's covered by Cunningham. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
She's made all but one of her 8 shots so far. Coming out the gate strong.
Here's Lewis, covered by Carrington. And that one's good. Lewis.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
Right outside. It's over Clark. McBride misses. Cunningham, covered by Collier. Bucket is good.
They own the paint right now. 10 straight coming from the inside.
They are constantly finding lanes to the hoop, getting great looks in tight.
Here's McBride. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Collier. Count it. And she's now 8 of 9 from the field.
That's now 8 of 9 for her early in the first, and nothing is slowing her down.
Here's Lewis. 10 points for her. Back to Cunningham. Here's Lewis. A basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
He has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
And here's Carrington. Pass to Carlton. And here's McBride. Shoots a fader. And it's Cunningham with the rebound. Indiana with the ball. 11-point game. Now here's Clark. Here's Lewis. She's got 12. Count that bucket.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
Now here's Carrington. Right outside. Pass to Collier. Makes it off the glass.
You know, she shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Mitchell with it. Now guarded by McBride. Here's Cunningham. Caitlin Clark with the three. Good on the triple.
Oh, they're setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Yeah, that's 5 3-pointers made already in just the first quarter. I mean, they're off to one heck of a start.
And that one's good. Collier.
Finding a way to score down low. Collier can score with her left or right. Makes her very difficult to track and guard.
Here's Lewis. Drops in the layup for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
Back to McBride. Fires from deep. Mitchell grabs the board.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Basket counts.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
Pass to Collier. Good work defensively by Sophie Cunningham. And here's Clark. Inside. Here's Lewis. And a missed layup. McBride, right side. They get the rebound. The shot by Collier, no good. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Fever ahead, up by 16. A lopsided.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Lewis, and it's blocked by Courtney Williams.
Wow, you don't see that often. The 5'8" player, Williams, with the rejection. There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety. Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
A nice shot by Powers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Pass to McBride. The 3. Another three for Minnesota.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
Good on the bucket.
Strong float game from Powers. It's a tough shot to hit. I'm sure Powers has spent hours in the offseason on that exact type of shot.
Here's McBride. Another one falls for Minnesota.
You simply cannot say enough about the quarter she's having. I mean, every one of her attempts has gone down.
Buries it from three-point range.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Here's Carrington. And the foul on Carlton. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too. Well, for this offense, Cunningham is such a key. Hitting those corner threes really opens up the rest of the floor.
For three, Napheesa Collier is hauled in by Boston.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
And it's Lewis missing.
Nice play on D, got that hand in her face, and it prevented an easy look.
Exactly. She was alert and aware, and really just reacted quickly to that shot.
And it's Collier missing. Indiana in total control. To the paint. And that one's good. Lewis.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Right outside. Pass to Collier. Over Cunningham. And the Lynx miss again. Here's Lewis. Count that one.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. With the ball. She's got 10. Looking to end the run. And again, no good by Minnesota. Puts the move on. And another basket for Indiana.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
And here are the Lynx now. Outside Williams. Pass to Carlton. And the Lynx miss again.
Really tough for this club right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
She is feeling it, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Lewis, covered by Carrington. Pass to Lewis. And the layup is good.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Well, for what's a routine shot, she looked a little nervous on that release, wouldn't you say?
And that one's good.
Great teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They're playing as one. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists.
Great team basketball.
Now the Lynx with it. Carrington outside. Shoots the 3. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Lynx able to keep the ball here. So both teams changing it up here. Collier outside. Over Boston. Collier, that's good.
With a laundry list of moves in her arsenal, Collier can pick and choose how she wants to beat defenders.
Pass to Lewis. Kicks it out to Boston. Down low. Count it.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Boston.
Here's Heidemann. Now Carlton. Here's Williams. And here's McBride. She's covered by Mitchell. With the shot. Nails the baby hook.
After having a tough time in the first, she's managed to turn it around here in the second quarter.
Lewis. McBride covering. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Pass to Lewis. Now Howard. Now Boston. Covered by Collier. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Boston. Over Collier. A shot by Boston, no good.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
Carlton sinks the three-pointer.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Mitchell, McBride covering. Courtney Williams with the steal. Collier outside. No good on the 3.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Here's Lewis. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now the Lynx with it. Pass to Carlton. And here's Heidemann. Courtney Williams for 3. No good that time. Indiana in total control. Here's Boston. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Her ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
They keep piling up.
And the shot goes down.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
And it's Lewis missing. So the Lynx now to the middle. Here's Carlton. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
Outstanding entry pass. She knew exactly where to go with that ball.
Pass to Lewis. And that one drops for her.
They're in good position here thanks in part to her efficient scoring.
Here's Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Carlton fires the 3. Caitlin Clark pulls it in.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
To the inside. Here's Lewis. And the layup's good off the glass.
And she's having a quarter, converting at a high percentage.
Here's Heidemann. Minnesota calls the timeout.
They'd seen enough scoring in the paint and wanted to send a message to their team. Lock things up inside.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all those points coming against them in the paint.
And maybe it's more help. It's the front of player. They've got to try something.
And here are the Lynx now. Now Carrington. From the arc. Natasha Howard pulls it in. Here's Lewis. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. It's on DeJohnay Carrington.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the away team, Lewis. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And she's good on the second. So the Lynx now. Pass to Shepard. McBride. And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark. That is her first foul of the game. And here's Heidemann. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. The Fever pull it in. Here's Clark. 12 points for her. And that one's good. Lewis.
All the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
They've found holes in the D, and they're really exploiting that.
Pass to Carrington. Can they get it? No good on the layup.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Here's Heidemann. She's covered by Clark. There's the triple. And Clark pulls it down. Here's Lewis. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
We've seen them do a good job of keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's why they're starting to pull away. Foot on the gas pedal, not getting conservative at all, just adding to that lead.
Yeah, put this game out of doubt.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Fever ahead, running away with this one. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Here's Boston. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Shepard. Collier. And the three off target. Inside. Howard uses the glass to finish the layup.
Another good pass. Impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
And here are the Lynx now. Pass to Collier. The shot from the low post is good.
Offensively, she can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
Here's Lewis. She's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. Lewis.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Hull with the ball. And Williams picks her up defensively. The shot by Boston, no good.
There's 3 of 4 to start the second half.
To the paint. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Unselfish play by Collier. This team loves having her.
Boston outside. To the middle. Here's Lewis. And the layup falls.
And 10 of their last 12 points now have come off an assist.
They're just moving the ball well, getting everybody involved.
Now here's Williams. She's tightly guarded. Down low. Hold. And the bucket counts. And she is on her way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play.
At the line for the away team, Lexi Hull. 1 shot.
1 shot.
Coming into her own in this league, Lexi Hull making the most of her minutes.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Napise Collier, plenty of space. Tried to bank it in, but misses. To the inside. Here's Howard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
Collier left side. To halt the run. Howard with the rebound.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh. She is putting on a clinic out there, really the centerpiece of their offense.
Collier with it. And she has 28 points for the game. Pass to Heidemann. Now here's Collier. Williams. And the Lynx miss again. Boston outside. To the left wing. Lewis, covered by Collier. Caitlin Clark with the 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Here's Collier, and she banks in the layup.
Well, despite the play of the team, she has done exceptionally well here.
Lewis, she's guarded by Williams. Down low, past a hole, to the middle. Clark. Here's Lewis, shot clock at 6. And here's Cole. Caitlin Clark outside. Rebounded by Napheesa Collier.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
What an alert play. Just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
And here's Indiana. Pass to Lewis. Hull covered by Collier. Here's Lewis. Soft touch off the glass.
If they're going to be successful, they need her scoring, and certainly they've gotten it today, and then some.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Shepard. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Boston.
I'm sorry to say it, guys, but she's given them little to nothing at the offensive end.
Here's Lewis. Yep, that one goes.
They'll want to generate more of those shots in tight.
Now Williams. Pass to Heidemann. Now here's Shepard. Guarded by Howard. It's Jessica Shepard on the wing. It's stolen by Natasha Howard. Clark outside. Here's Lewis. Now Boston. From outside the arc. It's good from long range.
A textbook feed to Hull, who was all set up, ready to shoot.
And here are the Lynx now. And here's Williams. Pass to Heidemann. Here's Shepard. Guarded by Howard. Here's Hull. 9 points in the game. And it's Lewis missing. And here are the Lynx now. And here's Heidemann. Tries to snap the cold streak. Yes, and it's Napheesa Collier with the assist that time.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
So the Lynx now. Good chance here for Courtney Williams. Caitlin Clark with the board.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
And it's in.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Now here's Collier. 30 points in the game. Pass to Heidemann. The tray. Caitlin Clark with the defensive effort. Now here's Howard to the wing on the left. Lays it up and banks it in.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
They're losing the battle in the paint.
Now the Lynx with it. Here's Williams. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shot.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Napheesa Collier on the wing. Hull defending.
Fever foul. Clark. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Maria, number 77. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so she makes both from the line. Here's Lewis. What an incredible scoring display she's put on tonight. Mitchell drains it from beyond the arc.
She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
Carrington outside. Launches a three. Rebounded by the Fever.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's Lewis. Here's Howard. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Big play by Howard, turning a miss into a make.
Good D by Natasha Howard. Now a timeout called by Indiana. Here's Lewis. Over Carrington. Here's Howard. 6 for 6. She's yet to miss from the field.
But when you get this kind of shooting from her, 100% from the field, I mean, they're a tough team to beat. Anybody's tough to beat.
Good on the shot.
Great communication between teammates there.
So it's Indiana now. Here's Lewis. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity, and they're getting excellent results.
You know, that's a winning formula, pounding the ball down low, being aggressive. You know, they're being very assertive offensively.
Now Sherrod. Right outside. Pass to Sherrod. Inside. Carlton gets the bucket.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Here's Lewis. Non-stop scoring machine here. Powers. Here's Lewis. Using the post moves to get the 2 points. So the Lynx now. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Lewis. Here's Howard. And she battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
Back to McBride. Watches it. Not going to go that time.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. The three-pointer off the mark. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Fever on top, delivering the blowout. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the fourth quarter gets underway. With the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Lewis, she's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. Lewis.
I like the decision there by Cunningham.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. Courtney Williams for three. And again, no good by Minnesota.
One made three for her in this game. Does she focus closer in? We'll see.
And it's Lewis missing. Carrington outside. Courtney Williams for three. And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in for deep this half.
She knew what she wanted to do all along, the teardrop.
Williams with it. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
For three, Kayla McBride cans it from downtown.
With the smooth touch from outside, McBride's versatility leaves defenses pretty vulnerable.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that. Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Lewis, she's guarded by Williams. Here's Lewis. And yep, it's good.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Now the Fever moving it up. Out to the left wing. Pass to Mitchell. Lewis, just 5 to shoot. And here's Powers, covered by Carrington. Knocks down the three ball.
With the level of shooter that Powers is, letting her catch and fire, it's not a recipe for success for the defense.
So it's Indiana now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Turner, and they're the Fever with another bucket.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
And here's Williams to end the run. And it's Cunningham with the rebound. Outside Powers. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. And another three for Indiana.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
And they get it back. Pass to Lewis. Cunningham left side. To the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Just 3 to shoot. 16 feet out. That one wide left. And here are the Lynx now. Here's Harrington. Fires for three. Turner grabs the board.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the ball, unable to help them narrow the gap.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
Well, they want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
Minnesota answers.
Indiana with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
Well, a player that's effective from three-point land. Powers is at home in the paint, pouring that bucket closer in.
Pass to Carlton. And yes, he's got the English that time as it falls.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Inside, here's Lewis. Rebound, Caleb McBride. On the wing, Courtney Williams. That three off the mark.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
And that one's good. Lewis.
Way to work the ball in close to the hoop.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Carlton. To the inside. And that one's good. Collier.
Great to see her score inside. Collier is an all-around forward, capable of scoring in a variety of ways, including in the paint.
Here's McDonald. Rebound by the Lynx. McBride with the ball. McDonald picks her up. Good.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Lewis. McBride covering. Pass to Lewis. Comes up empty down low. So the Lynx now. Courtney Williams for three. Mitchell grabs the board.
She's missing shot after shot after shot from three-point land. This is not a fourth quarter she's going to want to remember.
And that one's good. Lewis. Now Heidemann. To the middle. Carlton. Soft touch off the glass.
The assist by Natisha Heidemann.
Pass to Lewis. Rejected by Kayla McBride. Here's Heidemann. McBride. Down low. Carlton gets the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of the last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a coach happier than a display of pure, selfless teamwork.
Absolutely.
Lewis. And that's collected by Kayla McBride.
They depend on her to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid defense draped on her.
Offline with the three. Here's Lewis. That's good, and it's Harry McDonald with the assist.
Great trip down the floor. McDonald working it to an uncovered player. Smart basketball.
Now the Lynx with it. On the wing, Courtney Williams. Off target from three-point range.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. She just can't miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
And the basket by McBride.
Off the court, McBride is lighthearted, but she's a killer on the court. Basketball is everything to her.
Pass to Lewis. Now Mitchell. Here's the three. And another three for Indiana.
Threes going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three. That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Now here's Cunningham. Covered by Collier. Here's Lewis. Rebounded by McBride. Minnesota Lynx now. To the paint. Collier laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
She just used her height that time down low. That's a pretty hard play to defend against.
Inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, not just a perimeter threat. Cunningham is also dangerous on the interior.
And here's Heidemann. Here's Carlton. Yeah, count it.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Pass to Lewis. Back to Cunningham. And here's McDonald. Mitchell up top. Here's Lewis. 6 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. Drills the three-pointer.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
The screen by Collier. Heidemann tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Lewis. Right side, Cunningham. Lewis over Collier. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Crafty password, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Williams with it. And so the Indiana Fever take the series and will move on.
What an incredible
We'd
accomplishment.
like to thank all
Getting
fans for
to
making
the
it out to tonight's
WNBA
event.
Finals.
Please exit
I'm
the
just telling the
building
players we
carefully and
enjoyed
drive home
this.
safely.
Every player in the world dreams getting to a finals.
It's just so difficult to win a series. To even get to this point, to take the next step, hats off to this team.
And now they get a crack at the title, which is absolutely awesome. All the hard work from everyone, whether it was the coaches, the players, the front office, the fans. They all had a big part in helping this team get to this point.
And that'll do it tonight in the WNBA playoffs. For my broadcast partners, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next time for another playoff game.